Alright, first things first is you kind of want to start taking a few of these things apart. So this just popped off. It just popped into this thing, so there's no screws whatsoever. The seats, I've kind of already started this process. You're going to take the seats off, and there's a lever in between the seat down there. I don't know if it shows it, but in between there's a lever. The seat will lean forward, and then you kind of push it back and get it out of these notches here, and then it just slides out. Super easy. So we're going to pop this out. We're also going to pop this out so we can get inside the dash to run the wire. I'm going to run it along here. Hopefully feed it in between this console piece here, because I don't necessarily want to take this one out. Even though it looks pretty easy, you might just pop it out. And follow this cable here to the back side so I can wire up the blinkers in the back. I'm going to fasten the blinker kit right here on this area here. It's just a little switch, toggle switch thing, and perhaps even the horn right underneath it. Seems like a pretty good spot, so there we go. This is the kit, the wiring system, and universal horn. Mount that somewhere. There's your license plate. It's going on the back. Your relay switch. Your blinkers. Pretty small. Another set. And your switches here. This looks like the toggle. Here's the horn. I don't know, lights. This is your drill piece for your lights. Oh, license plate light. Need that. Zip ties, wire clamp, a few other things. So there we go. This is your harness diagram here. So essentially what we're going to be dealing with. So you have a view of that to kind of see what we're dealing with. So here we go. Just doing right here. Should be able to see it from the side and from the front view right there. So seems like a good little spot. And I kind of organized all the wires so you can see it a little easier and help myself map it out through the machine as well. So then the blinkers will come up through this way. So we zip tie both the blinkers together because we're going to have to run it through the dash. But there's the left and right there. And then we have the signal toggle switch zip tied, the horn switch zip tied, and then you got the flasher relay and your main power and your different things that are your ground wire. So got it kind of mapped out here so we can get it started and make it a little easier for us. So this is the 2-seater Can-Am Maverick Max, and I just took out this one center console here, and I can kind of already see through, and I'm just going to follow what these wires are doing. I think that's probably going to be the best approach. So I'm just going to take these and kind of just shove it up in there, so then we'll work its way back up through here and find a good route that way. Man, after taking the side piece off, it really looks like that the inside of this machine really hasn't been cleaned at all. And just gonna take a second to back it up in the driveway and rinse off the inside. Take a look. Now, it's not like 100 times better, but I feel a lot better with having some of that cleaned out. So still looks pretty dirty, but I'm telling you, it's 60% better. There's a lot more spit shine that needs to be done to it, but I feel good. Okay, now back to running this wire up through this crevice here. This is where we're gonna go, somewhere up through there. Run it to where it comes out here. We'll run it up through this dash, and then somewhere through the front. Wish me luck. Alright, since I'm a one-man show, it's really hard to show how I'm wiring this up there, film and do this at the same time. So there's the cable there, it's ran to this guy. And then I reached up on the right side of this, and just went up and set it up there, and I could see it coming right down through here. At this point, I'm wondering if I have enough cable to reach my blinkers here, and enough cable to reach my blinker over here. You know, so I don't know. This is kind of a weird scenario. I mean, if I could go back, I'd probably put some right here, and one right here. It'd be a lot easier for it to reach. And I tape this up right here to create this little thing so I can feed it through here a lot easier so it doesn't get caught on all the other parts and things inside the engine compartment. Got all the wiring placed pretty much in the right areas. Got each of these lights hooked up to the right cables. And then this is where I'm putting the flasher relays right here. And then I'm going to run all the wires back up through here to the dash that I've disconnected recently. Obviously, I'm going to be fastening this in areas where it's better than what it is now. So just kind of getting things placed to make sure all the wire ends up in the right areas. So here we go. Just got my toggle switch drilled out. Removed the dash so I had a better way of accessing this area, and here we go. So we got the blinker kit set up. Came with 2 lights, so I put those in. Didn't have that in the instructions or anything, so it seems pretty self-explanatory, but I was able to put it right next to my steering wheel. This is where my horn's going. Next you got to get powered. Well, your 12-volt hookup here is a perfect place to get power. So splicing in now. It's kind of awkward because I left some of these cables hooked up, but so I'm hooked up here and going to put my power cable into that and not hook up to the battery, which that makes a hell of a lot more sense. So that's what I'm gonna do. About there. All right, so we're pretty much finished up here, and it all works. The only thing that I did run into is this blinker system is opposite, so I just need to unscrew this and spin this toggle stick around and it'll be perfect. So yeah, so if I go right, it's blinkering left. These lights are right, it's just the toggle's wrong. So pretty sweet. So that's what it looks like. I still need to do a little bit of wire organization and zip tying a few of these things down. It looks good. License plate light. And we are ready to go. So at the end of the day, I ended up putting the horn right there. It's kind of hidden, but I gotta tighten it down. There's some bolts back there that I could hook to. So I just hooked it up to that. And holy cow, it's really hard to show, but yeah, so there's some holes in the frame there, and I can bolt right onto it. The only bad part about it is when I honk the horn, it's right in your face, but it was nice and easy, not too bad. So I'm gonna tighten it up, and that's it. All done, easy peasy. The horn is hooked up right there. Blinker kit, all set.